What is up, my absolutely wonderful Magento 11 friends? Joseph here with another practice test question answer. This one is directly stemming from my research that I've been doing on this expert developer rewrite. I have been working literally for months on this, and I'm really excited about the shape that this has taken. A little frustrated about how long this is taking me to get this pulled together, but it's going to be really good. And in fact, what we're doing is we are making this available. If you purchase the course, you're going to get access to both the old course and the new course as we are continuing to upload the videos. We're making good progress on there. Actually, I'm about 60% of the way done with the videos, and basically all the curriculum is written. So we're in the final touches of getting this course pulled together. And this one, actually both of these last 2 weeks have literally come from findings in this or updates that I've come across in building this course out. So you get to see exactly some sneak peek as far as the cool things. Of course, if you want more information, which I highly recommend, definitely take a look at the course. But otherwise, this is going to give you a little sliver of some of the cool stuff we're talking about in there. Take a look at this practice test question. You are configuring a new Magento installation and are switching the indexer configuration to be updated on schedule. You verified that cron is working as evidenced by success entries in the cron schedule table. However, reindexing does not happen. Ooh, isn't this a familiar story? Why does reindexing not happen? This has happened to me, and I feel like I could wager a safe bet that this has probably happened to you in one way or another. Indexing is incredibly complex. It's something that a lot of us are fairly scared of. Seems like there's a lot of moving parts, absolutely mind-boggling queries. And so at the end of the day, like, how do we resolve this? How would we look into a problem like this? Cron schedule is working, et cetera, et cetera. Well, in order to fully vet this answer, it comes back to a simple understanding of materialized view in Magento. You're going to see an mview.xml file, but how does this all work? So I'm going to jump past talking about mview.xml and index.xml, which I highly recommend you take a look at. And let's take a look at the answer, and then we're going to see how this fits into the system here. So we have a couple of options. A, flush the Magento cache. B, adjust the interval for the cron group schedule. C, run, that's the correct one. C, run bin Magento setup upgrade, and then D, create a new cron job to run bin Magento indexer. Well, that's a terrible answer. Okay, so what's A, flush the Magento cache? That might work. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with that per se. That's a decent option. But knowing what's going on here, that's not going to solve the problem. Right? I mean, you can flush the cache anytime you want. It slows the website down, so it's not ideal to do it all the time, but it's an option. B, adjust the interval for the cron group schedule. Well, the thing is, we have already verified, based off the question, we have verified that this is running, but nothing is being reindexed. Okay, so that's not necessarily an option. B, how would bin Magento setup upgrade be the answer? I would like to talk about that. Take a look at this. In our database here, we have some tables that have a _CL suffix. I knew what these were and how this fit into the big picture, but to be frank, I literally discovered on Saturday that CL is short for changelog. Call me an idiot. I deserve it, I guess. So _CL stands for changelog. So how does that fit into this? Well, take a look here. Catalog category product table. We have a trigger here. Open one of these up that when the insert event is triggered for a row in this table, it adds a new row into this catalog product category CL table. Well, that's really cool. So, well, then how does this table get here? Like, what happens here? Well, let's do a quick search. Nothing found. Okay. Well, then watch this. I'm dealing with some domain knowledge here, so you have to bear with me for 1 second, okay? I'm going to go delete this table. Yes, we're going to go delete it, of course. Then I'm going to drag that up. Bin Magento setup upgrade. I always like to do the keep generated flag because I don't like to sit and wait when my files are regenerated. We're going to run this command, and let's see what happens here. All right, so that finished running, and let's do a quick database refresh tables here in my favorite SQL Ace. We see that this value comes back. Well, how does that come back? Well, there is a recurring setup script inside of the indexer module, which is we drop down to the bottom. If indexer is scheduled, this get view, unsubscribe, subscribe. And it is in this right here that this runs. This changelog create. It creates a changelog table right here. And so ultimately, if your indexing, if reindexing does not happen, that's because there is no with update on schedule. That means that there is no changelog table. Which, if there's no changelog table, what can we do? There's no way we can reindex those values. So as such, that's why I have selected C as the answer to this question. There might be some other things that you'd want to try, but this is really important, and it is certainly the cause for some really unfortunate circumstances around reindexing. Keep up the great work. Look forward to another great practice test question coming up next week.